Here.
Hello, Northwest Georgia. Welcome to your weather on North Georgia Television. A few showers lingering early this morning, then clearing up for some bright sunshine in the afternoon. Northwest winds kick up to 10 to 20 miles per hour and will keep it a bit cooler today with highs near 72. Clear skies overnight with lows in the mid-40s, winds at 10 to 15. And around the region, Calhoun at 60, 66 at midday, and then 70 for your high. Chatsworth also at 60 this morning. Midday, look for 65 and 70 for your high as well. Chickamauga, you're at 61, warming up to 66 by noon, and then a high of 71. In Cohutta, 60 this morning. Temps rise to 66 by noon and then up to 71 around 4 this afternoon. Dalton, you're at 60, 66 midday, and then 71 for your high this afternoon. And Fairmount, 61 this morning, 65 expected at midday, and then up to 70. Fort Oglethorpe, 61 for your overnight low early this morning, up to 65 midday, and then a high of 71. Lafayette, 56 early this morning, expect a noon temp of 63, and then up to 68. In Ringgold, 61, 65 at midday, and then up to 71 this afternoon. Here's your 7-day forecast. Tomorrow, expect a partly cloudy day. Wind shift south-southwest at 5 to 10. Highs near 80. Increasing clouds overnight with lows in the mid-50s. And Sunday, partly cloudy skies. Highs in the upper 70s, then lows in the mid-50s. Partly cloudy skies continue overnight. Monday, still partly cloudy. High 82. Low overnight near 60. South-southeast winds at 5 to 10. Partly cloudy Tuesday and Tuesday night, highs in the mid to upper 80s, lows in the mid 60s. Then Wednesday, cloudy, afternoon highs in the mid 80s, overnight lows around 64. Thursday, some sun in the morning and then a mostly cloudy afternoon, highs near 86, good chance of showers in the evening, lows in the low 60s. Mixed clouds of sun on Friday with scattered thunderstorms, highs near 80, lows near 60 with more thunderstorms overnight. That is your weather. Whatever the weather, North Georgia Television hopes you have a blessed and beautiful day. And here are the area obituaries. Mildred Dreschel, age 90. Mildred Dreschel of Tunnel Hill passed away peacefully Saturday, April 20th at Hospice of Chattanooga. Memorial service to honor her life will be Sunday, April 28th at 2 p.m. at Tunnel Hill United Methodist Church with Reverend J. Tenney officiating. In lieu of flowers, donations may be offered to Tunnel Hill United Methodist Church. Funeral arrangements are by Julian Peoples Funeral Home, Rocky Face Chapel. Ms. DeVell Lyons Sweet, age 83. Ms. DeVell Lyons Sweet of Chatsworth passed away Friday, April 19th at her residence. Memorial services will be Saturday, April 27th at 2 p.m. at the Chapel of John Chapman Funeral Home. The family will receive friends at the funeral home after the service. Grace Catherine Todd Sutton, age 86. Kathy Sutton of Destin, Florida, and formerly of Dalton, passed away Saturday, April 20th at Niceville Memory Care. Visitation will be at Love Funeral Home on Saturday, April 27th from 11 a.m. until 1 p.m., with graveside services to immediately follow in Whitfield Memorial Garden. Mrs. Phyllis LeJune Pruitt Harris, age 63. Phyllis Harris of Cartersville passed away Monday, April 22nd. Homegoing service will be held Sunday, April 28th at 2 p.m. at the Greater Mount Olive Baptist Church in Cartersville, with Pastor Randy Livesey and other ministers officiating. Her remains will lie in state at the funeral home on Saturday after 11 a.m., and the family will receive friends at the church 1 hour before the service. Mrs. Sandra Ellen Welch Fouts, age 67. Sandra Fouts of Ranger passed away Tuesday, April 23rd at Advent Health Gordon. Funeral services for Mrs. Fouts will be Saturday at 2 p.m. at Oakman Baptist Church, with Pastor Mark Owens and Pastor Jason Pace officiating. She will lie in state 1 hour prior to the service at the church. The family will receive friends Friday, April 26th from 5 until 9 p.m. at Sean Chapman in Chatsworth. Mr. Fred Paul Mulkey, age 78. Fred Mulkey of Dalton departed this life Monday, April 22nd. Service to celebrate the life of Fred Paul Mulkey will be held Friday, April 26th at 2 p.m. from the Ponders Melrose Chapel, with Reverend James Brownlee officiating. John C. Densmore Sr., age 78. John Densmore Sr. of Dalton passed away Wednesday, April 24th at his residence, surrounded by his family. The funeral service to honor his life will be held Saturday, April 27th at 12:30 p.m. at the Pleasant Grove Chapel of Julian Peoples Funeral Home, with Reverend Billy Willis and Reverend Stacy Hensley officiating. Burial will be in Dawnville Cemetery, and the family will receive friends at the funeral home Friday from 5 till 9 p.m. Mrs. Vernetta Kate Ruth Turner, age 68. Kate Turner of Rocky Face passed away Tuesday, April 23rd. Funeral services for Kate will be held Saturday at 3 p.m. at the Chapel of Love Funeral Home. Charles S. Kinsey Sr., age 88. Chuck Kinsey of Dalton passed away Tuesday, April 23rd. A memorial service will be held at 1 p.m. on Monday in the chapel of the First Baptist Church of Dalton, with Reverend Philip Cannon officiating. The family will receive friends Monday from 11:30 a.m. until the time of service in the church atrium. Burial will be in Chattanooga National Cemetery with military honors. And that's the obituaries. Now stay tuned for your news.
Good morning, I'm Aaron Scott. Welcome Northwest Georgia. We are your television station news covering Catoosa, Gordon, Murray, Walker, and Whitfield counties. In the news today, National Agricultural Statistics Service's most recent census of agriculture, an important announcement by Walker County Commissioner Shannon Whitfield that will benefit property owners, Shaw Industries plant closing and its effect on 260 workers, and Pet of the Week. Let's hop right in. We're also coming up, hands-free driving law, Georgia gas prices, and opioid crisis resources, prescription drug take-back day, as well as upcoming events. Now we're ready to hop in. The National Agricultural Statistics Service, a branch of the Federal Department of Agriculture, conducts the Census of Agriculture every 5 years. The Census of Agriculture represents a comprehensive count of U.S. farms and ranches and the people who operate them. Even small plots of rural or urban land are counted if $1,000 or more of agriculture products were produced and sold, or normally would have been sold during the census year. Data collected considers land use and ownership operator characteristics, production practices, income, and expenditures. Results of the 2017 census began to be released April 11th, 2019, postponed from an earlier date because of the federal shutdown. Detailed data from the 2017 census as well as earlier censuses will be released in print form as summaries and analysis are completed. Data will also be accessible in electronic formats for the United States as well as all states and counties. A full schedule is available at www.nas.usda.gov/ag-census. The National Sustainable Agriculture Coalition has published the following observations following initial examination of the census. While the number of farms decreased by 3%, the average farm size has increased 1.6% to 441 acres. The average age of farmers is now 57.5 years and 1.2%, with farmers over the age of 65 now making up 35% of total farmers. The total number of producers increased nearly 7%, primarily because more farms reported multiple producers. With more farmers counted, new farmers now represented 27% of the overall farm population, a 5% increase. Women make up 36% of all farmers, an increase of 27%, and were most involved in day-to-day decisions and record keeping and/or financial management. Total organic product sales increased 27%, with a 39% increase in the number of farms certified as organic and a 15% increase in acres transitioning into organic production. More than 6% of farms sell directly to consumers, totaling $2.8 billion, or roughly 1.4% of total ag sales. Another $9 billion was sold locally via retail institutions or food hubs. We are blessed by reliable access to food in abundance and a remarkable variety. The access is primarily the result of the hard work of American farmers and ranchers. Information that accurately reflects their collective condition and status has immeasurable value to guide and secure the nation's future food supply. Next up, Walker County Commissioner Shannon Whitfield proclaimed an end to the public health facilities and service fees. The pay ordinance created to pay down to the county's debt to Erlanger Health System over the course of 3 years. He said that the county projects they have collected enough from the public health facilities and services fee over the past 2 years to meet our obligation to Erlanger at the end of this tax cycle. So the fee will not be charged on residents' bills next time. According to the state of Georgia, the average home value in Walker County is $100,000. The elimination of the fee will remove $140 from the average homeowner's tax bill. Walker County will take the necessary steps to formally end the fee in May by amending the ordinance that established it. Those changes are scheduled to be finalized at May 23rd Commissioner meeting. In 2017, a federal judge ordered Walker County to pay Erlanger $8.7 million plus interest and attorney's fees to cover its portion of a 2011 loan to keep Hutchinson Medical Center open. Erlanger agreed to waive interest and attorney fees as part of a settlement agreed in January of 2018, provided Walker County made 13 quarterly payments. Whitfield said that dealing with this debt has been a tough chapter, and he thanks citizens for the sacrifices made during this difficult time in their history. Next story, Shaw Industries is closing a yarn plant in Chatsworth, potentially laying off 260 workers, according to a company press release. The Dalton-based floor covering manufacturer expects to close Plant 84 on Duval Road in Chatsworth. In the new release, Shaw said the company plans to shift production from its Twist and Heath yarn facility in Chatsworth to facilities with a broader range of capabilities that perform the similar operations. Over the past 5 years, Shaw has invested more than $1.5 billion in its people process and products throughout the United States, including numerous expansions and modernization efforts currently underway in Georgia and throughout the Southeast. According to the press release, this consolidation allows Shaw to more fully utilize newer facilities with a broader range of capabilities while meeting every changing customer demand. The 260 workers employed at Plant 84 can apply for open positions at Shaw other locations. The company has more than 65 manufacturing facilities throughout Northwest Georgia in addition to distribution centers and other operations. The associates at Plant 84 have been instrumental in creating exceptional quality products. According to Mark Hotline, Senior Director of Human Resources at Shaw, as the consolidation process begins, Shaw Human Resources team will assist them with internal job opportunities and no one-on-one consultations with Shaw's talent management team. Supporting associates during this transition is their highest priority. And that's awesome. We thank you for tuning in here at Northwest Georgia News, and we will be right back after this short commercial break.
Hi guys, I'm Connie Hall Scott, and my show, The Talk with Connie, is right here on North Georgia Television, and I hope you'll join me and my very, very interesting guests as we dish on, well, just about everything. Meet local and regional entertainers, newsmakers, motivators, and all kinds of ordinary people doing extraordinary things. Enjoy man-on-the-street interviews, hot topic discussions, and even the occasional game or prank. It's all about community and getting to know each other. My goal is to entertain, educate, and stimulate, so join the talk for a new episode every week.
Friends, this is Donnie Worley down at Powell's Town Square Cafe in the heart of historic downtown Dalton, Georgia. We're here at 116 West King Street, where Powell's Country Kitchen was located for over 40 years. We want to thank all our family and friends and wonderful, wonderful guests for coming down and supporting us this last year, and invite you to come down and check out some of our new menu items and specials and our wonderful specials every week for the month of March to celebrate our 1-year anniversary. Thank you again, and come down and enjoy a little fellowship and some of the fine programming on North Georgia Television, always playing on our TV here to support all our local businesses.
Hi, I'm Lori McDaniel, host of The Local Scene. We've all heard it a million times. There's nothing to do around here. Well, The Local Scene exists to prove that statement wrong. We promote events, festivals, fundraisers, and exciting news about what's going on in Northwest Georgia. If you're looking for something to do, tune in. If you've got an event or something special you want to promote on the air, let us know so you can be a guest on the show. Hey, free publicity doesn't grow on trees, you know. If you'd like to be on The Local Scene, please email WDNN at info@WDNNTV.com with the subject line, The Local Scene, or call us at 706-278-9713. Nothing to do. As if.
Precision Chemical and Paper Supply is locally owned and operated by Damon Duckett, serving our community for 40-plus years. We can supply all your away-from-home needs. Business-to-business products include janitorial, food and beverage, facilities and ground, office products, and packaging. Located at 101 Bryant Avenue in Dalton. Give Precision Chemical and Paper Supply a call today at 706-226-8795 or visit them on their website at precisionchemicalandpaper.com.
Hi,
Hi, I'm Judy Elliott, inviting you to join me on Lifestyles for Women show on WDNN TV. This year brings exciting new topics that women like to discuss or just know more about. Subjects like ways to look and feel your very best, travel, family, health, and sometimes just fun girl talk. It's always exciting, and we invite your suggestions. Just message me on Facebook at Lifestyles for Women, or for more information or to watch us online, visit WDNNTV.com. Lifestyles for Women.
Welcome back, Northwest Georgia. Let's hop right in. Here's the Humane Society of Northwest Georgia's Pet of the Week. Meg is a medium-sized terrier mix and about 3 years old. She is house-trained and leash-trained. She is great with other dogs and really loves women. She is very affectionate and gets really attached to her owner. You can go to hsnwga.org to apply for her. Adoptions are Saturday from noon to 4 p.m. at the Humane Society of Northwest Georgia. If you would like to foster a dog, a cat, or volunteer, go to our website to fill out an online application. The Humane Society of Northwest Georgia is a local organization supporting the humane companion animal bond. We are funded by the generosity of donations. Donations can be made online or sent to HSNWGA, P.O. Box 3946, Dalton 30719. There will be a Kentucky Derby-style event coming up on Saturday, May 4th from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. The Gathering at 229 North Hamilton Street. It'll be a fun event to benefit the Humane Society. Tickets can be purchased at their website. Next story, the Georgia Office of Highway Safety reminds you of our hands-free driving law and shares a number of easy steps drivers can take to avoid being distracted. GOHS suggests the following. If you're expecting a text message or need to send one, pull over and put the vehicle in park. Make a passenger your designated texter. Give them access to your phone to respond to calls and messages, or use a cell phone holder and voice commands or Bluetooth devices if calls must be made or answered while driving. If nothing else, put your cell phone in the trunk, glove compartment, back seat, or somewhere else that can't be reached to avoid temptation. Georgia motorists with questions about the state's hands-free law can go to headsupgeorgia.com. In addition to explaining the parameters of the law, the website also includes a video testimony and a pledge for parents and teens vowing not to text and drive. Next up, Georgia gas prices are holding steadily compared to a week ago. Georgia drivers continue to pay an average of $2.68 per gallon for regular unleaded, which is 16 cents less than the national average. That amounts to $40.20 for a full 15-gallon tank of gasoline. However, drivers are only paying 2 cents more than this time last year. High drive seasons such as Memorial Day and July 4th are also times when gas prices generally fluctuate. Spokesperson of AAA continues to forecast the national average peaking at around $2.75 a gallon. In its latest weekly petroleum status report, the Energy Information Administration released new data that shows a slight decrease in demand. The estimate is approximately 9.42 million barrels per day, a decline of nearly 0.4 million per day from the previous week. EIA also reported that total gasoline inventories dropped by 1.2 million barrels and crude oil inventories dropped by 1.4 million BBL. Crude imports to the U.S. also slowed. The most recent week's import rate of 5.992 million BD is almost 2 million BD lower than they saw the same year last week. Should crude oil and gasoline stocks continue to drop and supply tighten, then drivers could see gas prices continue to rise in the coming weeks. The nation's least expensive markets in Alabama at $2.05 per gallon and Mississippi at $2.05.17. The most expensive markets, California with $4 every gallon and Hawaii at $3 every gallon. Next up, in the light of the opioid crisis, there are resources in our community that offer a variety of evidence-based services and support that can help ease the symptoms of withdrawal, manage legitimate pain conditions, and help individuals transition to living without opioids. Opioid use disorder are serious conditions that can negatively impact a person's job, family, and health. Many times, opioid use disorders are fatal. According to the National Institute of Drug Abuse, more than 47,000 Americans died from opioid overdoses in 2017, more than 130 every day. The Department of Health and Human Services report that in 2018 there were more deaths from drug overdose than motor vehicle accidents across all ages. NIDA defines opioids as drugs that include the illegal drug heroin, synthetic opioids such as fentanyl, and pain reliever medications available legally by prescriptions such as oxycodone, hydrocodone, codeine, and morphine, and others. All types of opioids are addictive and all have the potential to cause overdose or death. Although short-term use of an opioid prescribed by a doctor is generally safe, the longer someone uses opioids, the higher the risk for addiction. Studies have shown that many people who become addicted first use opioids legally with a prescription and eventually began using higher doses or in some cases switching to heroin. However, as in the case with any substance use disorder, recovery from opioid addiction is possible. Local facilities want to assure our communities that opioid treatment and recovery services are available locally, and especially for individuals who are uninsured or have Medicaid or Medicare. There are a continuum of opioid treatment and recovery services that include detoxification, intense outpatient services, residential treatment, medication, and community-based services. Additive disease support services are medium intensity services that promote long-term recovery for people with addictive disease and other substance use disorders. Staff are community-based and can meet with an individual in his or her home or locations in the community. Because opioids can be deadly, if you are concerned about you or a loved one's use of these drugs, take action now. Call the Georgia Opioid Crisis Line at 1-800-715-4225. Next up, please take advantage of the National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day, and it addresses a crucial public safety and public health issue. According to the 2017 National Survey on Drug Use and Health, 6 million Americans misuse controlled prescriptions. The study shows that a majority of abused prescription drugs were obtained from family and friends, often from the home medicine cabinet. The DEA's Take Back Day event provides an opportunity for Americans to prevent drug addiction and overdose deaths. Registered Northwest Georgia collection sites for the Drug Take Back Day are the Catoosa and Whitfield County Sheriff's Office and Kroger on West Walnut in Dalton. Upcoming events around the region, and please send your upcoming events to info@wdnntv.com. The second annual Clean Catoosa event will take place Saturday, April 27th. The nonprofit group LIFT, Catoosa County Ringgold, Fort Oglethorpe, Deanna C., Wild Trails, and Lionheart Fitness are partnering to host a day to make Catoosa County cleaner and more beautiful. And they hope to see even more local residents participate than last year. There are 30 projects set up for the big day, ranging from picking up trash to planting flowers and trees to cleaning up creeks when the morning of cleaning and beautifying is over. Participants will gather at the Northwest Georgia Amphitheater to celebrate with music, food, crafts, and sharing their accomplishments. LIFT is amazing for 350 volunteers for projects throughout the county and its cities. Individuals and families, and groups from churches, scout groups, civic groups, groups researching business or nonprofit organizations are all invited to join the register or learn more about the project options and sign up to volunteer. Visit www.catoosarec.com, Clean Catoosa. Next up, the Walker County Historical Society will meet for the regular monthly meeting on Sunday, April 28th at 3 p.m. at the Marsh House, 308 North Main Street, Lafayette. The program will be a sharing meeting on the history of old buildings on the square and downtown. The newly created memorial to the Marsh Mercantile Store building, which fell down about a year ago, will be available for viewing. Photographs and stories will become welcome. Connie Forrester, local historian, will lead the discussion and share recently acquired information. For more information, call David Boyle at 706-764-2801. The 7th annual Camp New Dawn Golf Tournament will be held Saturday, April 27th, with a lunch at noon and shotgun start at 1 p.m. at the Lafayette Municipal Golf Course. Call 706-539-2235 to pre-register. I'm Aaron Scott. I thank you for tuning in here at Northwest Georgia with us this morning. And remember, above all, stay classy.